Vocab Malone is one of the tears of the children of the wicked one. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua B'Shem HaKadosh. So I went to Matthew 13, verse 38, which reads, the field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, which are the Israelites, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. So we say that this is obviously talking about the Edomites, but not just the Edomites. It's talking about the Edomites that come against the scriptures. The Most High is really going to put some fire on them. You got the regular Edomite that walks around. He's going to get destroyed. But these ones like Vocab Malone, the Most High has a special destruction for that individual. So I'm going to read it in the commentary. This is the Bible Hub commentary. Just wanted to see what they said about it. And this is from Ellicott's commentary for English readers. And it says, 38th verse, the tares are the children of the wicked one. Vocab Malone is a child of the wicked one. He's a child of the devil. It was perhaps natural there that theologians, which he's one of them, theologian, it just means someone that studies God, and their theological cemeteries, I call it, who saw in heresy the greatness of all evils, should identify the tares with heretics. Now, what is a heretic? A heretic is someone that teaches something contrary to the true meaning or interpretation of the scriptures. Like if we say that anytime you come across the word Edomites, we know it's talking about the so-called white man. Now, if somebody says, like in the case of Vocab Malone, oh, well, the Edomites are done away with, or we don't know, and obviously he's going to tell you, if he didn't say it in the past, he'll tell you, oh, like you say, okay, the Edomites are all done away with. What did they look like? Oh, we don't know what they look like. But he gets all those damn books about, with these different so-called theologians to tell you about everything in the scriptures. Anything in the scriptures, there's a book on it. But there's no information. There's no tangible, reliable information on the Edomites. That's why he said, oh, all the Edomites are done away with. So let me read that again. Let me go. Okay, it says, should identify the tares with heretics. So he's clearly a heretic. So far as heresy, which is a heretic, rises from the spirit of a self-will or antagonism. To antagonize somebody is to get them riled up. That's why this guy, Vocab, he'll sneak around and go to the different camps. And if you don't want to talk to him, because you know it's not going to go nowhere, he'll antagonize you to get you to speak. Like when he rolled up on us, I didn't want to deal with the guy because nothing was going to go. Does he really think that we were going to say, oh, I can see it now. I'm a Christian. I'm born again. I'm a Calvinist now. Do you really think that was going to happen, Vocab? That's why there was one point where you took your attention off of us, the apostles, and you looked at the young brothers and you started focusing your attention on them. And I saw that, and I said, yeah, this guy, he done gave up on us, but he figured maybe if I can get them young guys, they're young in the truth, I can get them. I said, you ain't gonna get them. They wouldn't be out there in the camp if they were, if you could have got to them like that. So let me read this again. The tares are the children of the wicked one, in which Vocab is one of them. Even if he's an Israelite, let's say he's still one of the wicked one. He's a spiritual Edomite. They said it was perhaps natural that theologians, the ones who study theo meaning God in the Latin, and Ology means to study. So it means the people that study God. Theology, theo, God, ology, study, or the study of God. So a person that studies God is called a theologian. Are we theologians? You got there right with theologians. It said who saw, because we study the Most High through the scriptures, who saw in heresy. Let me look up the word heresy and heretic in the common dictionary. Let's go to Google, and we may go to the one in the scriptures. Let's go to Google. Okay, antagonize, cause someone to become hostile, get somebody riled up. Definition: heresy, belief of opinion contrary to orthodox religious, especially Christian doctrine. So he thinks he has the truth, and he looks at us as being heretics. But in reality, he's the heretic. And what did they do back in the day? If you taught something that was against the church and the church fathers, one of the punishments was they burned you at the stake. So now let's come back over here. Let's take out the word. Let's take out the word. Where the hell is it? Heretic. Heretic. Which pretty much means the same thing. Heresy, heretic. Definition: a person believing in or practicing religious heresy. So what is heresy? Someone that teaches the scriptures the wrong way. And you got the same picture right here. Someone burning at the stake. So now let's go to the blue letter. Put in the word heretic. Okay, let me do it this way. Okay, it says a man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition, reject. The IUIC should read the scripture, get an understanding of it. Let me go to the King James. Titus 3, verse 10. A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition, reject. So when they went to them churches and the church people didn't respond, you're supposed to reject them. Heretic. Fitted or able to take or choose a thing. Schismatic. Factious or factions. A follower of a false doctrine, heretic. So anything that comes out of Vocab's mouth is nothing but heresy. So it says heretics, tares are heretics so far as heresy rises from the spirit of self-will, because he's doing his own thing. And then Bishop Nathaniel's guilty of that because he's got his own gospel. He's got his own gospel going. Oh, you can only have one woman. Your woman can't, she got to be a believer. You got to make her a believer. You got to give her 6 months. if she doesn't change in 6 months. Now you can IUIs, you can correct me if I'm wrong. If she doesn't come to this truth in 6 months, then let her go. Now, when you let her go, what is she going to do? She's going to get with another man. And that's going to cause her to commit the act of adultery. So the Most High is not with them. That's why you had a guy pull a gun out. Somebody shot at them guys. They started beating the guys up, biting the members of the IUIC, because you ain't got no business going to those churches, man. Those churches were set up by the Most High as a stumbling block to the unbelievers. It says, antagonism to righteousness. Right, that's what Vocab is doing. He's being he's antagonizing this truth. He's an antagonist to righteousness, because what we teach is righteousness. We may admit that they are included in the class, but the true definition is that given in Matthew's 13 verse 41, all things that offend and them which do iniquity. So if you teach something wrong, that's iniquity, that's wickedness. So now this is what I'm gonna do. The enemy that soweth them is the devil, the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Now it says end of the world. So let's see what these commentators have to say. They ain't saying too much. Okay, it says the harvest is the end of the world, right? Strictly speaking, the end of the age, i.e., of the period that precedes the coming of the Son of Man as judge, which is to usher in the world or the age to come. Okay, that's the end of the world, which is right around the corner, it's right up the block. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so it shall be at the end of this world. So I don't got to read no more because they already know. So what's your future, Vocab? And ones that are like you? Your future is you're going to be destroyed. Let me go to Matthew 13 and verse 38. The field is a world, the good seed are the children of the Most High, the Israelites, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. Vocab Malone, you're a child of the wicked one. You're an antagonist. You know, you did a video which I had to do a counter on it about dealing with Mark, the 7th chapter, saying you can eat anything. You can eat pork, you can eat eel, you can eat electric eel, which the scriptures are not talking about that. It said the enemy that soweth them is the devil. Why was Vocab and others like him put on this earth? They were set up by the devil to come and harass us. Your day is coming. Esau, your day is coming. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be at the end of the world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of the kingdom all things that offend. Vocab, you are definitely an offense to the gospel and others like you, and them which do iniquity, because you're doing iniquity when you come against the men of the Lord. 42, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. This is poetic. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. That's that nuclear fire that the Russians are going to shoot on you. The hypersonic missile, the Satan II, ICBM. Then shall the righteous shine. Daniel 12. We're going to shine, right? Forth as a son in the kingdom of their father, who have ears to hear, let them hear. So pretty much the 43rd verse, what should come to mind? Daniel chapter 12. Daniel chapter 2, around about the 40th verse. This kingdom shall not be left to others. Daniel 7:18, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and forever. So this is very simple, man. These scriptures are very simple. When you read the scriptures with understanding and your eyes open, you would understand that there's one nation that's going to be saved. There's going to be one nation that's going to be utterly destroyed, but they're going to come back to serve slavery. Then they're going to be utterly destroyed. And then you got the rest of the nations. And in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be over all the nations. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.